Hello. Oh my god, I didn't even turn on my VTuber. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I haven't done this in a while. Give me a moment. Oh my gosh. Like came in and like the letter chance on the screen. Letter chance on the screen, but she's not moving. It's not the moving one. Oh my gosh. Eggy, hello. I realized that the last time I streamed art, which was probably like 2 weeks ago, I think. Oh hi. Oh god. My mic was sounding really bad, like it was peaking and shit, and I was like, oh, what? And but I guess everyone was fine with it because no one told me about it. But so I did a little recording and I realized that I had both of my mics turned on. Like basically I had two mic settings and shit, but I had both of them turned on, and I think that was what was causing like it to sound really bad, because that's not supposed to happen. You know, you're not supposed to do that. But yeah, hello everybody. Please let me know if the music is too loud or too soft. If you can hear background music and you can hear me at a comfortable volume, then that's good. If not, please let me know. I can only rely on you guys. I have nobody else. I have nobody else to rely on, you know, unless like Michi comes out of the shower and turns on my stream. But like, yeah, but if you guys music is a lot softer than usual, okay, let me turn it up. How is that? Is that okay, or is that too loud now? Let me know. But yes. Oh my god. Nah, I'm pretty sure that's louder than music. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, once Michi comes back, I'll probably ask him to like, you know, just give it a little check. Yeah, hello everybody. Hello. It's been like so long. I haven't been drawing much, honestly. I think I'm still like I'm still recovering a bit from burnout, and like it's a slow process, you know. It's a slow process, and like technically I feel like lately it's been harder and harder for me to actually like think about like, oh, what do I want to draw, you know. Like technically I have stuff that I should draw, like, you know, there's Leda's birthday comic, there's Cyrax's birthday comic, name day comic, you know, and it's like I could draw those, but I'm just like, oh, you know, like I'm just like so I don't know, like I think it's a little hard to like get it's getting a little hard for me to actually like think about what I want to draw, even though like I have things that I should draw. And I guess that's why I also thought maybe it was a good time to open like the giveaway, because like, you know, I get anxiety when I have to draw for people. So when you know, like if it's a giveaway and stuff, and like I actually have to like draw for people, then I'll be like I'll draw, and like I haven't been doing like you know, like art streams at all lately. Like I think I haven't streamed for like 2 weeks, so like not even like gaming, because I think like like Michi was like, oh, you know, he wants to finish like Monster Hunter Stories 1 so that we can go back to playing Ace Attorney, right? So I think he's been like he's been really like on that shit. He's been like, if you guys check out his channel, he's really like, oh my god, Mahjong san, hello, thank you for the 23 months. Shit, that's almost 2 years. Thank you so much, San. Hello, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, Chippon, shit. I realized that this is like Chinese mahjong and not like Japanese, so oopsies. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, like Michi has been like trying really hard to like you're surviving. That's good. I hope like things go well for you. Yeah, Michi has been trying to like finish Monhan Stories. Samuel about being unsure what to draw me still burnout. It is true. Okay, wait, I should finish my point about Monhan Stories. Yeah, so if you look at Michi's channel, he's actually been streaming like a lot lately. I think he got burnt out, so he didn't stream the past few days. But yeah, he's really like on that grind set, and I think he's actually almost done, or at least he thinks that he's at the last area. So mayhaps we will be returning back to Apollo Justice, like the Ace Attorney Igiyari, faster than I imagine, because he tends to play games like really slow. Like he likes to take his time. So I was thinking like, you know, it's gonna be a while, but he's really dedicated. So we might be going back. And also recently, I think Capcom has a sale on Steam. Investigations is not underneath that sale, unfortunately, but Apollo Justice is, like, the Apollo Justice trilogy is. And let me move myself up a bit, I feel like. Okay, yeah, Apollo Justice is, so he got it for like 40% off, which is great, you know. What good timing. So that's good. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing fine. Okay, this is like a doodle comic, like, you know, so I'm not like that concerned with the sketchiness of my lines. Like, the thing about the art thing is like being burnt out. It's like, I think part of it is also, part of what's contributing to it as well is that you guys know that I didn't enjoy Dawn Trail very much, and for like reasons that I have a whole like 40-minute like you know like yap about it, whole 40-minute video about it. So like, I think that is also like contributing to it, because like in Endwalker I was like, yo, you know, I was like going at it. I was so into that shit, right? Like I was so like I was so inspired, so motivated to draw everything, so motivated to like, you know, do everything. And then like right now I'm like, when I think about drawing FF14, I'm just like, I actually don't know. And I think like a big reason for that is because like, yeah, like I didn't enjoy Dawn Trail that much, and it's actually affecting like ideas as well. I think it's funny because, like, you know, like technically I still have ideas and I don't really need to resign myself to Dawn Trail, but I think that's just how like that's just how the lack of motivation has hit me, that I'm just like, you know, I don't really like, yeah, it's, I'm so disappointed that I'm still disappointed that I just think nothing of it. So I'm kind of glad that I'm drawing this right now, because it's something. But yeah, anyway, so I kind of like, actually I was, when I decided that I wanted to stream yesterday, because Michi is still a little tired, so Michi doesn't really want to stream just yet. But so I was thinking like, hey, you know, I had this like I had this comic thing like sketched out last night, and I wanted to finish today anyway, before like patch day, before patch comes out. So so I was thinking like, oh, you know, if you're not streaming, then maybe I'll finally stream. You know, I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, so maybe I'll stream. And so I just wanted to like when I said that, I really just wanted to talk about maybe like Pokemon TCG and the TCG Pocket, because, you know, I've been playing it, and like it's the hot thing now. Everyone's like, mostly everyone's like talking about it, mostly everyone's playing it, you know, people are like trying it out, or like you know, and stuff. So and you guys know that I've opened like the real boxes before, so, you know, I was gonna talk about it, like my gripes and stuff. Then like, wow, this morning I woke up to like the most like a topic. I don't like using the word discourse, but I guess it has become discourse, because people are like fighting over it in a sense, and like, and I honestly see some pretty nasty opinions being thrown around. So I would say that it has become discourse. Like I don't like saying it is discourse, because a lot of it, I feel like it's like, oh, you know, it could be discussion, right? And I feel like the topic that this was about warranted discussion, but then, so like when people call it discourse, like it kind of just sounds like, I actually don't know what the definition of the textbook definition of discourse is, but like it just kind of sounds like even though there's discussion to be had, people are just like, oh, people are just arguing about it. It feels a bit dismissive in that sort of way. Like, do you get what I mean? You know, so like I don't like using the word discourse, especially when I feel it's about something that should be talked about, but everyone's just like, people are just like making drama out of it. Drama is another word that I don't like as well, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. This line is actually distracting me. I'm gonna take it away. But yeah, so basically, if you guys don't know, which I think it's actually good to not know, because this gave me a bit of a headache. Like, so basically, since a certain election has passed and a winner has kind of been announced, right? Oh no, I didn't turn the thing on. Okay, maybe actually I should turn the thing on. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. Hello. Twitch showed me the button, so I had to. Oh no, but I didn't. Actually, I don't even know how to. I think I need to go to. Oh. I know, I need to re-authenticate it. I haven't opened this in such a long time. Log in. Give me a minute. Sorry. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta do this? Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. Wah. No, not this. Where is the thing? Ara? Oh dear. Wait, where is my thing? Oh gosh. Give me a moment. I'm so sorry. Ooh? Is it not in here? Oh dear. Am I blind? I might be blind. Where's my authenticator token for Twitch? What? Am I blind? Wait. Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, I found it. Submit. Okay. Oh. Whoa, whoa, I think I need to reset this thing again. You know what? Let's just do it another time. Okay, no throwing things at me. Whoopsies. Oh well. But yeah, so basically because a certain election has just passed. Welcome to the chat, by the way. I'm so sorry that I had to stop talking for a bit. Distractions. So basically a certain election just passed, right? And someone got elected yet again. And basically one of the things that is going to be affected is tariffs, right? So tariffs are going to rise. And I think it started, if I'm not wrong, it started because one artist made a post on Twitter that was like, I don't think you guys realize how badly this is gonna affect like indie artists, like merch, like fan merch and stuff, you know, like we're gonna have to like stick to like basic stuff again because the tariffs are gonna like fuck us over so bad, blah blah blah, right? And stuff. So they were saying like we might really have to go back to like the real simple shit because of like how this is, you know, like if the tariffs hit us real bad, we're gonna have to like, yeah, it's gonna be bad. So I think that sparked the discussion, and basically one of the takes that came up from it was that, oh, you know, someone made a thread saying that they never really liked that that fan artists have been outsourcing production. So stuff like charms, you know, like most people, they print like through Vograce or Juno charms, right? Like most people, they will print through those services. So like they'll send the designs into those factories, and then those factories would produce the charms for them and then like send it in, right? So that's why it would be affected by tariffs. So basically this person was saying that like they never liked how fan artists and merch artists have been like profiting off this model of business, because they felt that there's something to be said about how we are profiting off. I'm using we because I do it too, right? I use Vograce, I use Juno charms, so I'm putting myself here as well, right? Like how we have been exploiting, they feel that we are using services from overseas because it is cheaper to use those services overseas compared to locally because of the currency exchange rate, right? And they felt that is a form of they felt that it's a form of labor exploitation, and that like I think a lot of people did also misunderstood them in the sense that they thought that like, oh, you know, are you okay, wait, let me try and do this one at a time. But yeah, basically the main point of it was that they did not like that artists were profiting off by using labor by using cheaper labor from foreign countries. That was their issue. That was their main issue, right? So what didn't help was that the first person to respond, or at least the most prominent person to respond to this, was a merch artist by the name of Loppy, who I've never really looked at their stuff before, but from what I can gather, they seem to be like quite a big merch artist. Like they do their own original like cute stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, like they were the more prominent ones to respond to the OP's thread, and they basically responded by, I wouldn't say it's a very good response either, but they basically were like, oh, you know, why do you automatically assume that all of China is underdeveloped, or like, you know, that we are like abusing like labor that is like poor people and stuff like that. You know, a lot of artists actually do try to we do check like factory conditions, blah blah blah, you know, like we actually do our research. And like, isn't it xenophobic of you to assume that like the factories are underdeveloped and like they it's like sweatshops and stuff like that? Like that's racist and stuff like that, right? And I think like I don't think that was a very good response, in a sense. I think they did show like, oh, you know, they did show like, oh, this is Vogue Race because I use Vogue Race, and like this is how like their factory tours are and stuff like that. Hi Kay, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, like so they basically also showed like, oh, you know, like this is Vogue Race, like this is how their factories operate. Like they do have restrooms, they have good like wages and stuff. They have this and that. It's not like a sweatshop, and it's, you know, it's rude to assume that every factory in China is a sweatshop. Blah blah. Maybe you should rethink your idea of China. That they're no longer the heavy sweatshop reliant industry, because a lot of China is actually quite developed. That is true, right? So they were saying that, and I think that's a very that wasn't a very good response, because like the original poster was like, I like a lot of people brought up that the original the OP never mentioned China, right? And OP basically said that you are misunderstanding me and you are putting words in my mouth. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that all of them are sweatshops, or like, you know, all of it is cheap labor that is not humane. What I'm saying is that artists should we artists have like been profiting off of like cheaper labor, and that if you truly care about ethics, you should pay these foreign workers the same amount that you would pay someone in America, like for assembling and printing your charms, because that would be the right way to do it, you know. And like not only that, but you also do not address like the carbon footprint you guys like you know, unleash upon the world with like this over consumerism and stuff. And that was what they had a problem with, which, like, when I say it like this, I think there's a lot of things that, you know, warrant discussion, right? Like how, like, yes, maybe we should be more mindful of where we produce our merch, right? And like, if people can take the initiative to think more about labor and like whether the factories they use are, you know, ethical, like that's good. That's a good thing, right? Like that's a good thing. But I don't know if I should say this, because I feel like this can get really messy, and I also have seen a lot of like pretty violent takes on it. Violent as in like people were quite like they stood by OP so much that some nasty things were being said. And I think I'll just break down my points, which is that I think that generalizing using outsourced labor because it is cheaper and just generalizing it as exploitative labor is very unfair. It's not a fair assessment of the current state of economic like and business practices. Like there is definitely a point to be made that that there like people obviously like want to search for cheaper labor so that they can up their profits, right? Like there is something there that warrants discussion, but I don't think it is fair to say to point that at small artists who are not a big corporation, like, oh gosh, I hope no one like comes at me for this. I just don't think that it's fair, because for one, like, they're saying that their argument is saying that, oh, like we criticize big companies for like doing this, but unlike if we mass produce our charms, are we not just doing what the big companies are doing on a smaller scale? And it's like, that's not, you can't just compare it like that. I don't think that's right, because like smaller artists, I feel that like you yeah, this was a merch drama, exactly. Like, I don't think you can say that, because like what big companies aim to do, right, it's on a whole different scale from what small artists want to do. And while I agree that merch nowadays is much more commercialized, right, in the end a lot of it, like, it comes from the artist's own like heart, the artist's own like want to do it, I feel like that's so much more different than an actual company that's wanting to make it into like an actual business. I feel I'm not wording it well, but you guys get what I mean, right? Like buying a mass-produced merch from a company that is doing it very much for profit versus a small artists, indie artists, that maybe they're obviously doing it for profit as well, right, for a living, but their ideas, like, they do not own the money to be able to afford machinery, to be able to afford like the entire like big supply lines and stuff. They don't have the amount of money as a company to afford marketing, nor licensing, nor stuff like that. They are just like doing it themselves, and I feel like that inherently makes it different from that. Inherently you should not be judging indie artists the same way you judge companies. I feel like being like oh, indie artists, like we're mass producing like charms, that just makes us smaller versions of the big companies. And I don't know, that argument is like, it's a there's a fallacy term for that, but which I can't remember right now, but I think it's a fallacy to like compare it so simply like that. I don't think it's as simple as that, And one of the arguments that I saw someone why is it so noisy? Shut the fuck up. One of the arguments I saw like being like talked about for this is that someone else basically said that like, oh, have you guys considered why there's such a big difference in currency, in exchange rate? Maybe you guys should like consider the historical reasons, the historical imperial reasons why like exchange rates are so different, and maybe consider why that you shouldn't be taking advantage of it. And I don't think that's right either. Like, there's this thing called economical advantage. Like, China is definitely a country that takes advantage of their low exchange rate. They know that their exchange rate is low. They specifically work to keep their exchange rate low. I think there was like a few years back, like the exchange rate was actually like going higher, which meant that like it was actually like creeping up, right? And they worked so hard. The country worked really hard, did some stuff to make it go back down, to make their currency go back down in value, because they wanted to keep that low exchange rate, because they knew how much it benefited them economically. Like this is not like secret knowledge or anything. This was a thing, you know, and they know that they have a lot of advantage with their exchange rate, and they know they can afford it because China is so big, and China is so big. Like, okay, I know that the OP was not specifically just talking about China, but the OP also did not deny that a lot of their main points was also from about China, and China is usually the one that people look to for merch anyway. So I'm going to use China as an example, all right, like as the main example here. The thing about like China is that they know what advantages you know they can get by keeping the exchange rate low, and they know that people will want to hire them more because they have a low exchange rate. They are taking advantage of that, and also they can keep that cost low because they are so big and there's so much resource in their country. Like I think a lot of people brought it up that like it's not really fair to like, because most of the people who were participating in this like this core, I'm just going to use the word discussion, this discussion, from what I can see, they are mostly from the US. So I think like a lot of their opinions are obviously based on their experiences in the US, and they were basically saying that like it's not really fair to you know compare it like that, because in US they don't have the same amount of resources for materials and stuff that China does. That's why a lot of the productions and shit that is done in the US is so much more expensive, because they also have to import stuff from China anyway. Like even if you handmade stuff, your yarn, your materials, a lot of them come from China. Like a lot of them come from overseas. Like maybe yes, there's some brands that are locally produced in America, but like if you buy cheaper yarn from overseas, or even if you buy like yarn made in America, you don't know whether the entire thing was from America, because like I think I saw someone say that you know, to get that coveted like made in other country label, it just has to be produced. It doesn't like all that matters is that just one part of the production has to happen in the country. So like maybe most of the stuff is done in China, but like if they did assembly, like part of the assembly in Italy or something, then they can actually like put like made in Italy, because part of it was done in Italy, you know. So like even if the thing doesn't say made in China, like you cannot be sure that it is actually not made in China, you know. You get what I mean? Like I know it sucks when I kind of just make it sound like that's just how the world works, but I think that is how the world works, because you cannot like it's not just historical like reasons why the exchange rate is low. There's geographical reasons why the exchange rate is low, because China just has a lot of resources, you know. Like I just don't think that. I forgot if this is how his thing looks like. Whatever. I mean, this is supposed to be fast. Like I just feel like there's a lot of other factors that come into this about why, like, you know, labor is cheap in China, and why stuff can be bought and printed for cheap in China, like as compared to like local, like other countries where people like make their business in, and that it's so unfair to just lump everything as like, you know, you guys don't care, you guys don't do enough, and like the moment you use like outsourced labor, you are exploiting it. Like I don't think it's as simple as that, and it's not fair to artists as well. And what I really hate about it is that I saw like several arguments. So like another thing that Loppy like took issue with was that in the original thread that the OP made, they referred to charms as plastic trinkets, right? And basically Loppy felt that was very dismissive, that it was not very nice to call it that, you know, like oh, like what the hell, like right? And basically, like, a lot of other people are saying, like, they are plastic trinkets. Why is that? Why are you getting so worked up over that? You know, like it is plastic trinkets. But I can't be the only one who thinks that the way it's worded as plastic trinkets, it is kind of dismissive, right? Like, it is kind of derogatory in a sense. Like, just call them charms. Why do you have to call them plastic trinkets? You know, like, the notion of calling it trinkets implies that you think it's just useless, right? And you are right that charms ultimately, functionally, they don't really serve any sort of purpose besides like looking nice, and it's mostly decorative, like, right? That's true. But I feel like your choice, like the OP's choice to use the word trinkets, does inherently come from, like, it feels like they look down upon it, you know, even if they don't. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just gonna I can't be bothered to look up the design, sorry. Right, like I don't think it's just me, but like I do feel that the use of the word trinkets, like plastic trinkets, is quite derogatory in that sense. Like, you know, even if it's true, I just don't think that was a very nice way to say it, especially when I read through like the rest of like OP's replies, because I think OP and Loppy, like, they started talking a lot about discussing it. And I popped in before to say hi and good luck on the comic. Thank you, Zax. Thank you. Teach me to murder the Mewtwo Gardevoir Heaven Senpai. No, I I was a Mewtwo Gardevoir Heaven too, and then like I got murdered a lot, so I started using Pikachu, which is even more brain dead. So hello, Minji. Give me your crown rare luck, Minji. But yeah, like, where was I? So, like, I don't see why Loppy isn't allowed to take issue with it being called trinkets. But anyway, like, I think the OP and Loppy talked a lot about stuff, and I realized the more I read about the OP, so like when I first read OP's thread, I actually kind of like half agree with them. I was like, okay, I can see where they're coming from, and it's true, like maybe I should start thinking about this a bit more. But I think the more I read, the more I'm like, oh, like what I felt was that OP had a very elitist kind of mindset, because they were saying that like I'm disabled, and yet I can still make art that is mostly like handmade, or like with stuff that's, you know, with my like produced locally and stuff, and like I don't make as much money, yeah, because it's more expensive, but you know, like that's how I think it should be, you know, like we are making art, profit shouldn't be the end all be all goal of this. And then what was it, like basically it was kind of like I'm doing it, so why can't you? Is it, oh, you're not doing it because you're trying to make as much profit as you get? So like by framing it as that, it automatically makes like the other side seem more like unethical, right? Which I don't like, because you're talking about artists trying to make a living, you know, and like maybe they make a living as well. They say they've been selling like at art markets for like many years, so it's like they know what they're talking about. But I feel like that's such an overall like generalization of things. Just because you are lucky enough to like make it into a living and stuff, I don't think you should expect that of everyone. That's not fair, you know. Because even in like this kind of like merch space, there's a lot of people who don't even make it even while producing fan merch, right? It's like, imagine if who's the biggest like fan artist? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a big fan artist. Like, okay, like oh yeah, this fist is wrong. Okay, okay, the Singapore one that I know of, like let's say Cheap Paku, right? They're a Genshin artist, like Cheap Paku. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong and they happen to watch this. I don't think they will. But like Cheap Paku, like Paku is a very like prominent like Genshin merch artist in Singapore, and like can you imagine if like someone goes like, oh, you know, like I'm not like, oh, I stopped selling, like making Genshin fan merch to sell at cons because I wasn't making enough money, like it's not sustainable. And then like Paku goes like, well, I'm doing well, I can do it, so like why aren't you doing it? Like do you see how that sounds? I know that's a very like apples and orange like comparisons, but you know, it does sound like that. It sounds very like I make the effort to do it and I can do it, why can't you do the same? And I'm like, that's not like, not everybody has the resources to do that, not everybody has the financial means to do it. And sometimes what people want to make just has to be done like that. I feel like, personally, I feel that with how like accessible a lot of like acrylic charms and other types of merch have been, because of how open factories are with like taking like custom orders and stuff like that, right? I feel like that actually is a mode of accessibility for people to make merch that they otherwise would not be able to make. Like back then in the olden days, like it was a lot harder to source, it was a lot harder to like find stuff, you know, because like stuff just wasn't as accessible. And I don't see why people having access to like factories who are willing to take on this work, by the way, they are willing to take on this work, I don't see why that's inherently a bad thing, you know. And I don't know if it's because like they themselves admitted that they haven't been like outsourcing, you know, for a long time, that they are behind the times in understanding like how this kind of like merch production actually works. But a lot of the current like production companies, unless you go and like find them on Taobao, which requires you to know Chinese to begin with, right? Otherwise you're using Alibaba or like Vogue Grace's actual site, a lot of them charge in USD right now. It's not as cheap as they think it is. Yeah, it's cheaper, but a lot of them are charging in USD and they are also raising their prices. It is not as cheap as they think. So I don't know why they think that. They make it sound as if we are exploiting them to the point where they can't afford like wage, because I don't think that's the case. Like yes, I don't have sources to back this up, but I don't think but neither do they, you know. Like they're operating, it feels like they're operating under like this belief that like it's still the same as what they think. Like they're operating under this belief that it is just exploitative because you're not paying them, you are not willing to pay them what you would pay local suppliers. And I just don't think it's fair, because what local suppliers can offer is not the same as what these suppliers can offer, not in terms of just prices, but in terms of product as well, right? Like, I cannot print charms in Singapore because a lot of the options I want to print, they don't do it here, and they don't source, and they don't like stock it. Why? Because to them it's expensive and they don't want to stock it, you know? I want to make stuff, but the stuff I make, it has to, like, you know, when I find suppliers for it, like it's mostly in China because they've already made a whole business around that. They know what they're doing. And if we're talking about China, like as I mentioned before, it is part of their business plan, you know. I just think that it's such a bad overgeneralization of stuff, that it's really unfair. And also what I didn't like is that suddenly a lot of people are like coming out to say that, oh yeah, we should go back to handmade items, you know, we should go back to handmade items. They want to go back to those like shrink keychains, which I also think are not very good for the environment to begin with. If they're concerned about carbon footprint, it's also not very good for the environment. And like some of them were saying like, yeah, like people should make more, like go back to more handicrafts instead of like unusable garbage. Like I've actually seen people call it use the words unusable garbage, and like and stuff like, oh, they you know, they're just like non-functional like useless stuff. And I'm just like, why are we gatekeeping art like this? Are you saying that like, yeah, like when I say that there's stuff that's like really some nasty stuff being said. Like, I meant it, because these guys are so like some of the replies I see was just like yeah, you know, reject these overproduced merch. And I'm like, you are talking as if these artists are mass like companies. They're not. Do you forget that they are not the evil conglomerate that you think they are? Like, oh my god. The thing is, like, I'm very worried about saying this, because I don't know if someone will come and be like, oh, you're misunderstanding. But I don't think I am, though, because, like, I don't know. By logic, now all paintings are waste of resources too. Exactly. Like, I think I'm just gonna say some of the wildest like takes I saw. Like, one take I saw was that someone was asking, like, can I genuinely ask why you think that artists shouldn't make like as much profit as they do? Like, didn't they make the product? These are the people who designed the product, right? Like, they made it, like, it's their product. So like, why is there such like, why are we talking as if like they shouldn't like deserve to profit as much just because they're outsourcing the labor? And then someone did as reply like, but they didn't make it, they're just using drop shipping, it's just a drop shipping business. And then so drop shipping basically like means that the supply is done by somebody else, you know, right? That it's not the person who's selling it. Like, they get the supply from somewhere else, and then they sell it on their own store, which I honestly think it's meant to be used in cases of like, oh, you know, I'm selling cups, I'm gonna get like a factory to make cups, and then like I will sell it. That doesn't necessarily mean that design goes into it, you know, or like minimal design goes into it, which I think is a bit different. But what do I know, right? So like, are these the same people who call Charms plastic? Yeah, like, a lot of them seem to agree that charms are just like useless things. But basically this person was like, oh, you know, like because they do drop shipping, you know, it's not, they didn't make the product, it's just a drop shipping business. And then the person was like, can you explain to me why that goes against like what I said? Like, why does that justify like them not making profit? And then the person was like, I mean, all they did was just send the design to the supplier. It's not like the hard labor is still done by the suppliers themselves, not them. And then the person was like, isn't design labor as well? Why like, does it just like isn't design labor as well that deserves to get like paid for? And then the person's like, but they still didn't make the product. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Is design not, because like is it only worth selling? Is it like, is your money only worth making if you make everything by hand? Right? Like what is this? You know? And then the other one I saw was that someone tried to reply to Loppy, and then they basically were saying that like, you consider yourself a small like business, yet you admit that the factories you're using are not small businesses, they are actual businesses. So when you're using them, by extension, because you're profiting off a big company's like a big company's services, I don't think you can call yourself a small indie artist anymore. And I was just like, what is that logic? What is that logic? What is that logic? I think Loppy replied to them, and I didn't bother reading it because I was just like, I feel like this doesn't need to be explained. Oh, well. So I don't know, like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, I think there's the things I want to reiterate. There is a discussion about like worth having about this, but I don't think like, usually I don't like it when, you know, like people talk about how like, oh yeah, it's a bit sad that artists only draw like trendy stuff nowadays. Like, God knows I talk about it, right? And then like, I don't like it when stuff like that like comes about and people are like saying like, oh, everything is so like over commercialized nowadays. And then like people get angry. It's like, yeah, well, we have to draw like what's trendy. If not, like, how are we supposed to make it? I don't like it because like, they're not even saying that it's wrong of you to draw trendy stuff. We all get it. Like, most people are just talking about why, like, that they feel that the current market that encourages like for like chasing after trends it is just a bad thing, and I agree with that. And it's not meant to like, you know, like right? I don't like it when artists like feel like they need to defend themselves about that, like for that. But in this case, I think they do. I think they are warranted in defending themselves, because you're like basically trying to say that they're committing like exploitation, which I really don't think that's the case. Thank you, I will save my word. I really don't think that's the case, and it's just sad that, and I don't know, like saying that, oh yeah, like mass production of like charms is bad, and like we should appreciate handicraft work way more because the artists made it themselves. And it's like, why not appreciate both? Why is there this like, you know, this elitism, elite whatever that goes into this? Why is it that like, oh, if it's handmade, it's worth my appreciation, and the artist deserves more profit because it's handmade, but if it's not handmade and it's just done by sending it to a factory, like, you know, there's this inherent feeling that like the artist suddenly doesn't deserve as much profit as they're making. I don't understand. Yeah, and the thing is, I want to say that a lot of this is also jobs for them, but apparently like the people on the side of OP, like they don't like that argument. They don't like that, like, oh, it gives them jobs, like, oh, you know, like apparently that's a bad argument. I seriously don't really understand why, because a lot of part of this like stuff, like they are marketing, you know, overseas. Volgrace spent so hard marketing overseas because they want that USD. You know, they know what they're doing. So I don't understand. Like I think like ultimately it just kind of feels like, you know, it's another one of those like, oh, they're trying so hard to be morally right for a thing that ultimately does not matter. It really isn't as bad as they make it out. We gotta buy my own giant acrylic printing and cutting machine. Yeah, exactly. Like I think like multiple people have said it. It's because like the difference is that a lot of these production requires like high-end machines that small artists will never be able to afford. And the reason why MOQ exists is because like factories want to like lower wastage as much as possible. They don't want you to just make like one charm and then you don't, like, you know, and then like you don't use the rest of the acrylic board because you only want that one charm. Like they that's why MOQ exists. His ear is way too low. Hold on. His ear's all the way at his jaw. You know, so it's like I feel like it's just a lot of it is just like not great. It's a lot of like simplifying of a very complicated issue. So I don't really like how like it's being presented. Okay, this looks weird. I'm gonna flip it. Is it just because he has no eyebrows? It looks weird. Hold on. You could label your merch organic grow in my yard. Yeah, I wasn't aware if like the handmade merch artists, like the artisans, you know, are like have been like holding this grudge for a while, but I feel like why are we suddenly just like taking a piss on each other, you know? Like, I think handmade stuff should be more expensive, yes, and if they're angry that like obviously, you know, merch artists can afford to make their stuff cheaper because of production costs, that like I think they can be a bit angry, but I don't think they should take it out on the artist though. Like, yeah, it sounds very targeted, that's for sure. That's how it sounds like. It sounds very like, you know, yeah, so I don't know, like I just think it's such a bad way to go about discussing, because I feel like what all it's doing is just like putting this like mindset, and then like it's so funny because when I see like everyone talking about it, it feels like, oh, suddenly there's so many experts on economic imperialism that just appeared like overnight. They're all like, yeah, I've been thinking about this for so long, like it's something that I've always had an issue with, and I'm like, did you really, or do you just hear this term today and decided that suddenly you have an issue with it? Like, you know, you get what I mean? Like, it feels like that. It feels like that, you know. I don't want to make assumptions, but it really does feel like a lot of the things that people do, it's like, oh, I want to make sure that I'm always on the moral like high ground, therefore I will say this kind of thing. Like, I don't know about it. Like, I think if you genuinely are like bothered about this, I feel like you would understand that a lot of it is not the like indie artist's fault. I don't, it's hard, like yeah, I don't know, it just sounds so silly to me. Especially the one about like how like, oh, because you use the big supply chain, therefore like you cannot consider yourself an indie artist anymore, and I'm like, that's complete bullcrap, and I oh, come on, man. Like, that's complete bullcrap, and they should know it. Like, oh god. Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like I didn't see that on my feed. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy seeing discussion, but I feel like this has really just escaped containment, you know. And the way what I didn't like about the OP talking about stuff was just really how I think they said something like, oh, I feel that we should go back to making, like, they are very supportive. They're like, what I want to see more is worse quality products, but sold at higher prices if it means that we don't exploit labor anymore. And I'm like, that is way too idealistic. That is way too idealistic for, oh my god, like, yeah, you can do that, but you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of like the people asking like, why don't you think that like stuff like what Michelangelo could do like back in, you know, the Sistine Chapel, he could take like 4 years, why we cannot have that kind of art now? Because no one is willing to pay for it, you know. Like, right? Like, we don't have artists who are able to have the luxury of spending 4 years on a single commission, because no one is willing to pay those kind of prices anymore. The consumer market has changed so much. You cannot just say that I want artists to make worse quality products, like go back to just handmade zines and handmade bookmarks, if it means that, you know, they are like you know, they're doing it ethically, and like they should price it higher to make it up for their efforts. That's what I want to see. And it's like, you can say all that, but what is gonna happen is that no one is gonna support artists anymore, because the consumer market is not there. No one's gonna support artists anymore, and what's gonna happen is that like they end up buying the cheaper things from companies who do not care about this shit, and they're probably, you know, doing it way more unethically than any other indie artist could ever do. And then what happens is that all the money like probably will go back to them, because no one in this economy is going to regularly spend $60 on stuff. Like it sounds bad, and it sounds like I'm defending the system, but it really do be how it is, you know. I don't know, like there's so much to unpack in there that I can't really, I don't have the mental, I'm not smart enough to really unpack it now, but it's just very like, yeah, like doing it all yourself is good, but so many people have said like the amount of labor and how like how much it risks like health, you know, it's not possible for one person. Like I know the only person who really does that is Iceberry, like in Singapore, like she tries to do like everything herself. She uses her own mom's like printing shop, you know, because her relatives, it's not her mom, I think, like her relatives own a printing shop, so she prints everything through there just so that she can keep her prices low and stuff. But like for her, it's like she wants to keep prices low, right? I don't know if she thinks about doing it like economic, like ethically, you know. And I'm pretty sure even if you print locally, where are they getting their product from, right? Probably from outsourced as well, you know. It's not like you print it in America and then like magically they are like growing all that in America. I don't think that's the case, you know. Like I get what they're saying is that we can't get rid of it completely and we should try to reduce it, but like I just don't think that I don't know. I don't think like like small indie artists are the people you should go after for that kind of stuff, you know. I just think it's such a weird take, and many other people have already like talked about it like way more than I could have. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Like I just don't think that I don't know, like it's such a bad take, and all I see is just like people like fighting against each other right now in this kind of like economy. Like it's just not fun to see. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is over like generalization of stuff. So I don't think I'm the only person who feels it's that, but it's just so hard to talk about because like if I don't agree with it, suddenly like I'm agreeing to exploitation. Like I don't think that's the case, right? Like you know, like definitely, yeah, it has made me be more mindful about it, but I don't know, man. It's a very weird take, to be very honest. And part of me is also like scared, like am I just reading into it wrong, you know? Because there were people who were like misreading it, I think. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Oh god, I gotta draw this. You're reading around, then do you know how you sound like? Oh, if I'm reading wrong, then how do I sound like? You sound so down on the world. I'm just so done at like, I think if it wasn't Americans like saying this, if it was the affected people saying it, I would be more inclined to believe it. I just, yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah. I feel like the way I draw his hair is a bit different from how I usually draw his hair. Like a dumb for one, still waiting for a supplier to come in and say, yeah, this sucks, do it yourself. I don't know if that's how it will sound like though. But yeah, like it's a tricky topic, that's for sure, but I think just the way it's being talked about, it just sounds very elitist. And the people who are saying it, like, they are approaching this argument as like, oh, you know, like, yeah, like, I can't believe, like, a lot of it are also making it very political, because, I mean, it did start off from, like, a political, like, thing, but, like, a lot of them are like, I can't believe these, like, how can you consider yourself a leftist, yet you participate in like exploitation like this as a merch artist. And I'm like, I don't know if that's you know, like that wow, that is such a, you get what I mean. That's such a reach. I don't know, maybe I'm too dumb for all this. Maybe I should just stay in my lane. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to like at least finish this, because this is only the first page and I'm not even done. I don't know if I can finish this tonight, honestly. I want to though. I see Michi's typing a lot, but hold on, I want to finish this.
I mean, you don't have to read it all.
Says the people who want only local products. Mahjong letter. Literally saying make it great game. Oh no. Oh no. When Michi's like angry about something, he means it. Okay, I have my ref sheets here. But yeah, generalization of stuff. Like I do think that people arguing for it, I feel like they really just have no idea what the current state of like merch production is, because they've been trying to actively avoid it for so long. But yeah. Okay, anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say about it, because it was just like me like ranting. But yeah. Anyway, have you guys been playing TCG Pocket? Have you guys have you guys been playing, or have you guys been watching like people like play TCG Pocket? I know Minji has. I know Minji has been playing. I know Sun has been playing because he was like, wow, how you already level like this? And I'm like, I will say that I spend money on it. I've spent money. Yeah, I'm very open with spending money on games. Like, you know, like if people want to be free to play, that's fine. I just like throwing a bit of money when I can. Like if I know that I am able to, you know, adult spending money. That's right. Yeah. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, I don't think I can finish this tonight. Like, I don't know why. I always think it's possible for me to finish stuff and then I'm like, no, I can't. But yeah, are you guys enjoying it? Like those who are playing, like, are you guys enjoying it? You know, has your luck been good? Has like stuff been treating you well? You know, has the packs been treating me well? Because they have not been treating me well. I swear, my luck is so bad. My luck is so bad. Okay, like I spend more than I should. It's not that much, but I spend more than I should. And like I swear to God, like I have not gotten like what you would consider the top rare stuff. Like just. Yeah, it's not been great. I know Minji like has gotten the crown rare. I forgot for which one. Charizard? Mewtwo? One of them. Cards hasn't been good, but at least I got my like so what I'm glad is that I just got the decks up. Like I actually can play something. It's just so stupid because like, I actually don't have like Starmie or Articuno. I don't have a single copy, so I can't even play like I can't even make a variant like Starmie or Articuno deck because I don't even have like a single copy of the cards. So like whatever, man. Like, you know, I can make a Mewtwo deck. I can make a really cursed like variant of the Pikachu deck because like I got at least one copy of Pikachu and Zapdos, so like I just made my own variant and actually it works pretty well. I can't even run a full Charizard deck because I only have one Charizard, and actually I didn't have Charizard either because until like I got that Wonder Pick in, you know, like a few days ago. I like, can you believe it? Out of like I've gotten every single in the Charizard pack, I've gotten every single basic card and I've gotten every single art rare, like the 1-star rarity. I've gotten every single one of that from the Charizard packs, but I never managed to pull a single Charizard EX or a Starmie EX from all the pulls I did on that stupid pack. You know, I hate Charizard so much. Like I already hated Charizard before playing this game, and now I hate it even more. And I think it knows. That's why I don't like that's how bad my luck has been, you know. Like it just keeps giving me Executor and Executor and Executor. When trading opens, right, one of you trade me your Starmies. Just one Starmie is enough. One of you trade me your Starmies for a fucking for fucking Executor. I don't care if you don't need Executor. Just take my Executors, man, if you have extra Starmies. Just, oh god, help me out here, you know. Stupid. I hate it. I hate it here. But yeah. I don't have any of the immersive cards. Neither do I, Minji. Neither do I. You got a gold rare, Minji. That's way more like that's way rarer than the immersive cards, you know that. Do you know that using the pack points? See the Nidoqueen is not even an SIR, it's just an IR. So like you having 6 of them is not. You having 6 of them is quite normal because they are not SIR, it's just an IR. The SIRs are the ones with the rainbow border. Those are the SIRs. And the gold cards are way rarer than the immersive ones. Okay, you know, I asked my colleague like, hey, are you playing this? And then she downloaded it on the spot and she got an immersive Charizard in like her 3rd pack, and I was just like, I'm okay, fine, whatever, man. So like, what the hell, you know. What the hell? But yeah. But immersive ones are cooler does not matter, man. Does not matter. Statistically, like see that's the thing, like everyone knows that that only works if you are that only works if you are talking about real life cards, you know, because like in the real life cards, like everyone knows that the gold rares, the URs are like much rarer than the SIRs and stuff, but no one cares, right? Because they rather have the SIRs because the art is nicer. So it only works in the real world, but in a gacha game, everyone wants the gold UR because the rates are so bad. I care about art cards, not the metas and rares. That's what lucky people say. That's what privileged people say. That's what people who are privileged with luck will say to a person that has none of the cool stuff. You know, I was telling Michi, like, oh, I'm gonna add Minji like as friend because I know that her luck is good. And then the first thing that I did when you accepted my friend request was that I immediately went to your binder and I was like, she definitely has something in here. And I saw the crown rare and I was like, see, I was right. This happens in every game. This happens in every game. I know you well enough. I know that your luck is ginormous and gross. So yeah, to me, like, I don't really care what I get, at least not now, because I don't even care about Gen 1. Like, I spent so that I could at least get a deck, you know. I spent so that I could. We aren't even friends, son. You never added me. I put my friend code out there and you never added me. I don't think we're friends. But yeah, like, what was it? I lost my train of thought. Okay, but I never tried TCG Simulator. Like, I don't have any interest in card games. I only played this one because I'm interested in Pokemon. Okay, like specifically Pokemon. I don't actually play card games and I don't really care about them. So yeah, that's why I never had any interest in TCG, the shop simulator, because like, yeah. Yeah, I heard that it's really addicting, like, but yeah, I don't care about card games in general. So there's a Pokemon mod. I don't want to use mods though. Like no, like, I'm not shaming anyone who does, but like why would I play a mod like TCG Card Shop Simulator when I have no interest in TCG as a concept? I just like Pokemon cards, you know. It's very specific. I stopped playing because a friend started to make fun of me playing so often. Why? Like, that's whatever, man. Who cares about them? Oh, oops. Oh dear, wait. Wait, hold on. What? Wait, never mind. Okay, maybe this. Where's my speech bubbles? Wait, where are my speech bubbles? Oh dear. What? Oh, there they are. Okay. No, why do they keep doing this? Okay. Where is my God, sorry, everything's a mess. Okay. Maybe I'll just do this, yeah. Oh my god. Why is it like this? Wait, can I use this? No, I can't. I can. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm focusing. I'm focusing. Oh my lord, why is it like this? Fuck it, man. Making my own bubble. Oh god, it was merged with the other one. I've used Clip Studio so much and yet there's so many things I still don't know about Clip Studio. Oh! Alright. Cry. Don't look at me. I'm a hack. I'm a hack. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay, where's the thingy? Playing it as we speak. Tried to remember, but I felt bad, I guess. No, Minji, just play what you like, man. That's so sad though. No. 20. I think I have 10. Then 40. And let's try 60. Okay. Okay, we're doing speedrun screen tone here. Be free. Yeah, that's right, be free. They don't have no control over you. Okay, so sorry if I'm gonna talk like a bit lesser. I do want to try and finish most of this. This is only the first page, that's 4! Yeah, yeah, my luck with my luck with the with Pocket has not been very good, and I don't really care anymore. I'm just whatever, man. Like I can play the decks. I managed to get to 45 wins on the PvP event within like 2 days. I'm quite happy about that, you know. Yeah, like I'm glad I could do that, you know. My friend who got the immersive like Charizard card, because like, well, okay, I mean I spend and shit, but like, you know, my friend who got the immersive Charizard card, like they've only gotten to 19 wins, you know, like they say they're almost there, they're gonna try, but you know, you see like I copium, I can play the game. I can play the game, and that's all that matters, you know. I actually didn't really care. Like, so, you know, I collect Pokemon cards here and there. I haven't been collecting for a while because I didn't want to spend so much on the boxes. Like, if you guys remember, I was spending like at least $75 on one box because that was just how expensive it is. And market price is only like 5k yen, you know, which is like about $40-ish, right? Like in this like day and age of Japan yen currency. So I decided that I didn't really want to, like, I couldn't keep affording like that kind of prices, you know. And I guess like I was also like my interest was also waning a bit because oh dear, because of how like just how rampant the investor market was, and it was just harder to get product and shit. So I decided to I stopped buying for a very long while, and then now well, you know, I guess safe to say because of the game I've actually been I've become more appreciative of the actual like card game, like in terms of the pull rates, because oh my god, like I think what I didn't like about Pocket is that so for you guys who have not been watching my Japanese like pack videos that I've done like long ago in the past, right? Basically, in Japanese boxes, you get a box contains like 30 packs. You get 30 packs, and then in those 30 packs, you're actually guaranteed some stuff, right? So you're guaranteed at least one SR and above. You know, so it could be an SIR, like they call it SAR. So I'm more used to calling it SARs because I collect Japanese, but basically like you're guaranteed at least one SR, so it could be an SAR, it could be like a normal trainer card, or the really high end like, you know, SI special SAR like illustration card, you know, or it could be like the really like the SR Pokemon that people don't really like, you know, the kind that's just the 3D model kind of that's just there, you know, or it could be like a special like, you know, illustration kind of thing. So like you're confirmed at least you're gonna get one of those, like that's a guarantee. And if you're very lucky, you could get two, you know, if you're lucky you could get two. That's the rule. You get at least 3 to 4 EX cards in there, and I'm trying to think like you get at least 3 to 4 EX cards in there, and also and none of the EX cards repeat. That's the most important part. None of them repeat. None of them fucking repeat, you know. And also like you get at least like 3 ARs, with, or in English it's illustration rares, right? So that's your guaranteed. Hi mom, damn, a manga. Why are you calling me mom? But yeah, it's not, it's just a very short like gag comic. But yeah, like so it's kind of like, oh, like when I started playing Pocket, you know, I was just like, wait, me doing a 10-pack opening, there's no difference in like opening a single pack 10 times, you know. Like there's no like extra rates or anything. You're not guaranteed like an EX card in those 10 packs. Like I can confirm that because I've done multiple 10-pack pulls, and there's multiple times that I've not gotten, that the rarest card I got out of the 10 packs was just a holo, you know, was just a 3 diamond rarity, not even a single EX card. So yeah, so that's one thing. I feel like even if they're saying that, oh, you know, because you're opening like separate packs, you're not opening a box, I feel like that is kind of whack. And at least in a game like this, you should have some sort of guarantee for opening 10 packs at once, like at least just one SR. Like it's not one SR, sorry, that's too rare, one EX, you know. Back then, in addition of collecting the cards physically, I'm still kind of collecting the cards physically. I stopped for a bit, but like I went back to buy some because I was so pissed off at like Pocket. You know, I was like, the hell, like I'm like the actual cards actually have better rates than the game. So like I actually went and bought like, because I missed like 9 sets, but I went and bought like some boxes. And I went and bought some singles as well. So expect like a new pool video coming soon, you know, like a new stream, a new like box opening stream soon. And I bought some singles, so like they're gonna arrive in like 2 weeks or so. So I will probably show them off on stream as well. If you guys are interested in that, you know, I do think that a lot of the newer cards are very nice and stuff. Bible thumb. But yeah, so like I feel like there's no, like it kind of sucks. Yabai emote. No, it appears on the stream, but I think I don't have the TTV thing installed, so maybe that's why it doesn't appear. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like I feel like, oh, you know, like there should be a guarantee for pulling 10 at once. like at least some sort of pulling physically feels more satisfying. It's true. Yeah, I feel like there should be a guarantee for pulling 10 packs at least, because like in the end it's a mobile game, right? Like what kind of mobile game doesn't give you like a specialty bonus for like pulling like 10 at once, you know? Like that seems kind of weird to me. And then I feel like the battle pass is really like not worth the $15. I can't believe it's like $15. At least in my currency it's $15, right? And it gives like so little. It gives you like one extra pack a day. The shop, like you can finish the premium missions like so fast, and all it gives you is like cosmetics, you know. Like I think if I'm paying $15, I should be getting currency. I should be getting like extra hourglasses, you know. So a bit yeah, I feel like that's something that they should add in. So and just like the game is fun. I actually wasn't expecting to like the battle system this much, but I think because it's like simple enough for me to get into, so I quite like it, you know. Yeah, but yeah, I just think that I'm like thinking maybe it's still early, maybe like I shouldn't judge it that fast. I don't know. I mean, I think I can criticize it though. But yeah, I also think that Wonder Pig, like there should be some like stuff done to the Wonder Pig, because I mean, I get the risk and reward, like, you know, you're spending like 3 hourglasses like to maybe try and get an EX, you know, but like, okay, the thing about Pokemon Go is that like Pokemon Go doesn't reward you as much though. I think that's the difference. It doesn't reward you as much. You don't really feel like you don't really feel like playing as much, because I know a lot of people like got bored of it really fast. But I think like Pokemon TCG, it's like I think what's worse is that because you actually need cards to play, so it makes you want to pull more because you need cards to play, right? Stream buffer yabai. Oh no, Gilman shy stream buffer. But yeah, like cause it actually like makes you want to play, but you need cards to play, so like it kind of feels bad when you just don't get like the cards you need. And I also think that the pack points are way too expensive. Like to get a normal card you need like 35 points. That's like 3 days worth of opening packs. You need was it 14 packs to exchange for like a Curlier. That's like a week or 2 weeks, like a week of like opening packs and shit, you know. A week of opening packs just to exchange for like a fucking Curlier. You get what I mean? It's like, and like there's no way you're gonna get enough points to like I think it's way too high. Like the cost is way too high. That's what I feel about it. It's way too high. I don't know if people are like would disagree with me over this, but like I really think that the pack points it's very not free to play friendly. I feel like if someone just has like they open like 2 packs every day, right? I feel like they should at least be able to afford like a 2-star rarity cards, because I think like someone did the calculations, and if let's say you started from 0, right, like you only open 2 packs a day, I think you only get like at most 1,000 points, which is not enough to exchange for like a rarity like 2-star, which I feel like, you know, you should at least let them exchange for a 2-star rarity. That's what I feel should be the balance. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah, I am having fun with it though, and I am excited to see like stuff. So I do want to see more art. I definitely want to collect more art. And like I guess like, you know, they, like people always say like, oh yeah, the meta is gonna change once the next set releases, but I do think that it's not gonna change that much. Maybe, I don't know. I've never played the actual card game, so I don't know how much meta can change like within expansions. But I am looking forward to see what they do next, because like in the end, like, you know, we all collect cards, based on like the art. You know, we're all artists ourselves. We want to collect cards for the pretty art, you know, like, and they do say that this is a collection main game. I just think that there needs to be more things to keep people like playing, but who knows. They have been like very like they've been spamming the events, which I guess is a good thing. So that's good. Like, I also wish that they announce things like sooner. It's like suddenly I log in, it's like, hey, wow, new event. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, like like, oh, okay, thanks, dude. You know, so yeah. Oh dear. What's everyone's favorite card so far? Like, I actually really like the Needle Queen card. Actually, I do have it. Sorry, Minji, I do have it. You're gonna have to find someone else to trade. I also don't know why like they didn't release trading on like launch. Like it was one of the things that was advertised in the trailers. So like I don't know why it's not available on launch. Like sounds like bad planning to me, to be honest. And I think that's also why like everyone's like spending, because everyone's like, oh, we can't trade for it. We haven't played for long, but the Arcanine card. Oh, the Arcanine card is nice. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh god. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely not finishing this today. Yikes, why did I think I could finish this today? I'm stupid. But yeah. I think that a lot of improvements need to be made, but mostly I'm just like a little upset about the pull rates. Like, I really don't think it's very good, and I think they should at least have some guarantees, you know. And then like pack points need to be like, you need to require like less pack points to like exchange for cards, because this ain't it, man. I wonder if I can just can I use 40 for this? Oh yeah, I can. Kind of want something like the Alolan Vulpix. I mean, eventually I think they're gonna have everything inside, because like even right now the current set has Gen 6 Pokemon, right? So like eventually like they'll add it in, and the Alolan Vulpix is very, very popular. So at least in real life, I forgot what the set name was called, but there was a set that was just themed after Alolan Vulpix. Like the Alolan Vulpix was one of the chase cards. So I don't think you have to wait that long. I'm pretty sure like it'll come up sooner rather than later. But yeah. Wow, we're done on the first page after like after 2 fucking hours. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe I should use.
Can you talk about what you want to do for the upcoming patch?
Oh right, yeah, the upcoming patch. Hold on. So if you guys like if you guys saw my tweet on Twitter, what are your thoughts on it? Okay, I'll speak on that later. But yeah, like if you guys saw my tweet on Twitter, I will not be playing patch tomorrow. I will not be streaming it tomorrow on patch day. I'm going to wait for basically sorry. I'm going to wait until Friday and then I'll play, because I, you know, every time I play the patch, right? Like every time I play the patch and I stream it, not a lot of people come in because people want to play the patch themselves, right? And like I always stream it, I try to get through it as fast as possible because I don't want to get spoiled, right? So like but I don't think I care about that anymore. I don't think I care about being there on launch, being caught up with Dawn Trail. I don't think I care. I don't think I give a shit. I don't think I give a fuck, actually. So what I'm gonna, and I think I'd rather just stream it. Stream buffered. Actually, what do you mean by stream buffered? Like ads or something, or like maybe there are ads. I don't get notified when there's ads. I think Twitch died. Oh dear. Is Twitch dead? Like, can you see me?
Yeah, I'm still on.
You're still on? Oh, okay. Michi says that on his side it's still on. Maybe it's your internet. Yeah, like for me, I'm not gonna play it on launch. I'm gonna play it on Friday so that if I stream it, I think you guys can just come in and watch, right, on Friday. Like, you guys are probably done with it. You know, you guys can come in. Oh yeah, Twitch is back. Huh, that's weird. That's weird. Twitch is back, okay. That's weird. Alright. Okay, whatever. I'll repeat what I said. Yeah, I'm not gonna play patch tomorrow. I'm gonna wait until Friday to play it because I don't give a shit. I am no longer giving a shit about playing stuff. I don't care anymore about playing FF14 on launch day, where like you know, where I have to keep up with everything. I don't think I care about Dawn Trail enough to do that. So if that's the case, I'd rather wait a few days, wait for people to mostly be done with it, and then I will stream it, so that at least, you know, if I get spoiled, whatever, right? Like I think I'll try my best to avoid spoilers. I'll try my best. But if I don't care about playing, like this is the first expansion where I really don't care about keeping up to date with it, you know. I will still play it, but my motivation for it is so low that if I want to try having more people, you know, in the stream with me, watching as I go through story for the first time, you know, see my reactions, then I think this is the best expansion to do it. Maybe I'll like the rest of the expansions after Dawn Trail like way better. So like, you know. So if that's the case, then like I might as well do it now, right? Like this is the best time to do it. As sad as it sounds, but it's kind of true. Like, you know, it's kind of true. I'm not gonna finish this tonight, so I think I'll stop trying to rush through it. I think I'll just draw it properly. Just go at your own pace. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I will be. Originally my plan was to stream patch, like MSQ and stuff, Alliance Raid. I was planning to stream it on Thursday, but we're gonna celebrate my dad's birthday on Thursday, so I don't think I will have energy to stream because I still have work the next day. So in that sense, like I think Friday will be good, and at least Friday, like I will have, you know, like it's the weekend, I can stay up a bit later. So yeah, I probably won't stream for the rest of the week. Like I'll leave that time for Michi whenever he feels like streaming. So asking how to distance with the gameplay if you like it. Yeah, I think like back in Endwalker, like I genuinely wanted to keep up with the stuff because I was still invested. Like, I know everybody was saying like, oh, you know, like we don't like the story was bad, like the patch story was bad, but I genuinely still like was okay with it, and I cared enough to not want to be like, to not want my experience ruined by others, right? Because no matter how much people are saying that like, oh, you know, we don't like the game like anymore, or like we don't like the direction the game is going, game needs to improve, blah 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 blah, right? Like in the end they all want to finish it as quick as possible. They want to be the first one to talk about it, you know, they want to give their first impressions and stuff. So the whole struggles of juggling with hobbies and a lot of other stuff, the thing is, it's I don't think it's that though. I think it's just more like I don't like this expansion, and that's why I don't care about keeping up with it. Because like if I really cared, like I will make the effort to keep up with it. I think I'm pretty good at that, you know. So it's less of like that I have no time, and it's more like I don't want to bother making that time. Yeah. So that's my plan. So if you guys, you know, want to join me on Friday, I mean, if you guys are done with it, then I'll probably ask like, hey, you know, anyone want to join me on my dungeon run or like on the Lion's Raid run? So, you know, let's like we can do that, you know, we can do that like how Kay was joining me for a lot of the MSQ like dungeons, you know. So yeah. Yeah, so you guys can do that if you're done. If you'd like to join for AR, yeah, let's go. So yeah, that's my plan. It's my plan for now. Like, I still care, in the sense that I still want to see what goes on. I just don't want to fall into like the FOMO thing. You get what I mean? Like I don't care about it that much anymore. And I think it's sad, but I feel like we all know that eventually we're gonna move on from FF14 anyway. Like it's gonna happen regardless. We're gonna all lose interest in the game at some point. Oh, you're gonna have to turn it down a bit because my I was thoroughly entertained. At like which part? Like me? But yeah. So you're running on the game. It, did I really entertain you though? Because I felt like I was such a, like, I guess it's entertaining watching my descent into like how I was like, oh god, I do not like this, oh god, I do not like, oh god, maybe I would imagine that would have been pretty entertaining. But yeah, Michi's too. It's just interesting to hear your opinion. I mean, thank you. It means a lot. Like when I have like negative opinions about stuff, it's always very scary to air them out. But I'm glad that like at least a lot of people either agreed with me or they could see where I was coming from. So like I really appreciated that. I think it was so funny because like I remember in that 40-minute video in basically like the rant that I did at the end of Dawn Trail, I remembered saying that like, oh, you know, I will probably like Dawn Trail more as time goes on. Like I'll probably like my feelings on it will probably soften. That was what I said. And I think the opposite is actually happening. I think like the more Dawn Trail is brought up, the more I think about it, the more I dislike it, the more like I realize like how bad it is. Like I don't know, I think it's because like when I go through the first time, I'm like, oh, okay, like I guess it's okay. But it's the kind of story that the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, it sucks. It's not great. and like, I don't think people want to hear that, you know. So that's why I just don't talk about Dawn Trail, because I have nothing good to say. I have some good to say, but I feel like even the good stuff that I say, it's not very nice either. Like, it's like, oh yeah, I like this minuscule part that not a lot of people like, kind of thing, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Am alert? Yeah, no problem. I don't know if the lurk comment is like actually supposed to do anything, to be honest, because I don't think I have that comment. But I see people typing it enough, and I actually don't know what it's supposed to do. But yeah, I don't know, like, I don't think I'm like falling out of love with FF14. I think I still like it a lot, and that's why I'm so upset by it, because I'm just like, I feel like this kind of quality should not be a thing, right? Like, I'm upset that I'm getting this kind of quality, and I don't think liking it means that I should like everything, you know. I don't think just because I like the series means I should be alright with like what they're doing, you know. So yeah, and I'm taking my own advice, right? If I'm not enjoying the game, I'm not playing it. I actually have not logged in. I didn't. The last time I logged in was just to complete the Halloween event before it ended. Thank you, MCart for the follow. Thank you so much. Sorry that you had to come in through like when I'm just like talking about some negativity about the expansion. But I hope you enjoy your stay. We're drawing some FF14. And I'm stupid and I thought I could try and finish this today, but there's no way I'm finishing this today, so but yeah, I hope you enjoy your stay. I just yap a lot. Hi, second one was right, MK art, but yeah, it's confusing. No worries. Oh, like Twitch didn't, like on the alert, Twitch didn't like capitalize the A in art, but on the chat it does. I don't know why the alert didn't show up as that. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So that's the plan. If you guys are interested in seeing live reaction mins, you know, this might not happen next expansion, come and drop by. And maybe you are in for a treat. Maybe you'll hear me complaining more. I'll try. I feel like because I've gotten most of my Steam out already for Dawn Trail, like that, I will probably try and not be so like negative about it. I might be a bit sarcastic though. I might be like, huh, of course, you know, like what did I expect from it? I might say something like that, but I don't think I will. I'll try not to like shit on it too much, that I can promise. Cause like I know that there are a lot of people still really like Dawn Trail, and I don't want to be like, you know, I don't like when people just like keep mindlessly shitting on stuff without a care that maybe there are people out there that like it. So I will try my best to at least like, if I'm not enjoying myself, I'll probably just like you'll be able to tell that I'm not enjoying it, but I will try and refrain from like directly insulting and making anyone feel bad, because that's something that I respect a lot, you know. Like just because I don't like it doesn't mean that other people can't like it, you know. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So yeah. Okay, so speaking of my own opinion, Hihao asked me like, oh, you know, like what I think about AFA. So oh my god, AFA. Okay, I need a drink. I need to refill my cup. Give me a second. I haven't saved. Like Kay told me to save and I never saved. Oh my god. BRB. posture checking and I'm stretching. Wow. Oh, ooh, my bones. Okay, thank you, Kay. But yeah, I really hope it'll be different for me than Endwalker. There I love the main scenario and just didn't get a lot of the patches so much. So I hope the patches will get me more this time again. I will be cautiously optimistic. I will not expect anything from the patches, and if it turns out good, then that's great. If it doesn't turn out good, then well, I mean, I feel like I've already experienced the lower point of what FF14 could give me, so I will just take whatever, you know. Like, I'm still interested to see where it goes from here, because I'm not gonna lie, like, I really did not like Heaven Sword, right? But yet I still kept on going, and you look at how much it has improved since Heaven Sword. Oops, sorry, I hope you guys didn't hear that burp. You see how like how much it has improved since like Heaven Sword days, you know. I like Stormblood. To me, Stormblood is an improvement, but we all know that like Shadowbringers, like, you know, like they could come out with Shadowbringers and Endwalker, so yeah, like I think they can still do it. You know, it's just maybe because Ishikawa is not like writing, so they have to like find their footing again. I'm not sure, but Yoshi P did like acknowledge a lot of the writing flaws. I think like he acknowledged that, oh, you know, we're sorry that so many people dislike Wook Lamont, like maybe we didn't properly show her character, so we're gonna that one was so funny. Did you see the thing? No, like it was an interview, and like Yoshi P basically said that, oh, we failed at showing Wook Lamont's character, so we're gonna give her a bit more focus to properly show her character. So then people complain about there's too much Wook Lamont, and their answer is, here, have more Wook Lamont. I thought that was so funny.
Okay, I mean,
if she can be written well, then yeah, then yeah, I welcome it, you know. You know, I want to like her. That part of the interview made me laugh so hard indeed. Wook Lamont haters continue to see. Go on. I don't care about them. I think they're stupid as well. But yeah, like, yeah, who knows, maybe they need some time that Ishikawa's not writing anymore. Anyway, about AFA, so I haven't actually heard much about AFA except for the ticketing issues, which I'm very astounded at. Like, I can't believe, I didn't think AFA could get any worse, but they actually got worse. Like, that's insane, man. Like, the bar is already so low, and you made it even lower. Like how are you doing this? I don't understand, you know. So basically, if you guys have not been to AFA, it's the biggest anime convention in Singapore. It's usually held like November, like near the end of November and stuff. So this year it's literally held at the end of November, and in fact the final day is on the 1st of December, right? So AFA being the largest convention in Singapore, along with like, oh, you know, our country not being very big, you know, our country is quite small, so the space is pretty small, and like they always have queue issues, like overcrowding and queue issues. Like, I think this happens with like every convention, but and AFA is no different. AFA is one of them where like the queues are always so long, crowds are terrible, and like the only reason why I keep going there is because like I always get a booth. I didn't bother applying for a booth this year for personal reasons, but like, so basically I knew that the queue was bad, but I've never actually experienced it myself for many years, because I've always had the safety of a booth table, right? And I've never had to queue for anything like the re-entry, because they're like, oh, you have a booth pass, yeah, just head on in, you know. So what happened this year is that usually the convention starts officially on Friday, so they allow people to collect their tickets on the day before, on Thursday, right? Especially like so that, you know, they can just queue on the day itself, because if you don't collect before, you're gonna have to queue like just to collect the tickets, right? So a lot of people tend to like collect it early on Thursday, because if you don't collect it early on Thursday, oh my god, you are if you wanted to go and see like some of the early like panels and stuff, you are going to miss it because the queue is so freaking long. And you will not get there, like so a lot of people obviously want to like collect their tickets earlier. It's kind of like AX, right? Like you want to collect your tickets early and stuff. So for some reason this year they decided that they are doing away with it. They are not letting people collect their tickets early this year. You have to collect it on Friday, or on the day that you choose to go, you are collecting it there. Yep, you cannot collect anymore. You cannot collect it early anymore. I think for booths, I hope they're still letting the booths collect it early. I think they are. I don't think they're that evil. They're evil, but they're not that evil, right? And not only that, if let's say you bought tickets for all 3 days, right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you collect it on Friday, you can only collect Friday's ticket. This has never happened before. Usually they'll just give you all 3 tickets at once. They'll tell you, the blue is for Friday, green is for Saturday, orange is for Sunday, right? But this year they're like, too many people have said that they wore the wrong like wristbands on the wrong days, so to curb that, we're not letting you collect like other days. You're gonna like, so basically if you bought for all 3 days, you're gonna have to queue up again for all 3 days. Like every day you go, you have to queue up. And I'm just like, I don't know whose idea this is. This is a bad idea. Like, why? Just because like some people like are stupid that everyone else has to suffer? You know, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, like, so people are just like, what? They claim that it's to make like crowd management like easier, but a lot of people are calling them out on their bullshit. So yeah. And what they're doing now is that so the layout of the convention hall, like Suntec, from the ground floor, like from outside, you can actually take an escalator from both sides. Like there's a left escalator and a right escalator, and they both lead to the 3rd floor, where usually like it's kind of like a shortcut to get to the convention hall, because the 1st and 2nd floor is like the malls and stuff and restaurants, right? So yeah, so wait, am I recording? I'm not, right? Okay, I don't think I am, but I'm getting a bit of a lag. I don't know why. But yeah, so the thing is like, the escalator just serves as like a kind of a fast way to get to the convention halls, right? But now they are making it such that the left escalator and the right escalators are different queues. And a lot of people are not trusting of that. So I think, if I'm not wrong, the left escalator, you're gonna use it if you are collecting your tickets for the first time, and the right escalator is meant for people who have the VIP ticket, or you have already gotten your ticket and you are going for you're trying to re-enter the hall. Like maybe you left the hall to eat lunch and stuff like that. So you know, you're gonna want to take the right escalator, and their intention with this is to separate the queues, so that, you know, people who are just going to queue in, they don't have to fight with the people who are collecting their tickets and blah blah blah. But the thing is, like, historically, AFA has never been good at like signage. You know, a lot of people, like a lot of friends, have said that they have regularly gone into the wrong queues before, because like the signs were not clear, and then like staff was very unhelpful. They don't have the manpower. AFA promises that they will have a lot more manpower like this time, but who knows, huh? I think it's safe to say that people don't really trust them. So yeah, that's one. I I really don't think, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they thought this is a good idea. I don't think it's any like queue management bullshit. I like they really claim it's like it's better crowd control, better queue management, but I doubt it. I really think that they're just trying to cover their asses. Like they don't want to let people collect on early on Thursday so that they don't have to like allocate manpower a day early just to help with, you know, just to facilitate early collection, and it's cheaper for them, right? And I also don't think that the reason why like they don't want to let people collect wristbands and oh my god. It's like meow pog, fuck AFA, that's right, fuck AFA. Yeah. I think like the reason why they don't want to let people collect like all 3 days at once is because like they just want to cover their asses, you know. And like it's so easy for them, right? Like it's like, oh, I just need to bring like this color of tickets like on this day, you know. It's so easy for them, you know. It's all done at their convenience and not for the consumer's convenience. And yeah, like I don't see how, like a lot of people were saying like we don't see how it helps with queue management at all. So who knows? I don't know. Yeah, and the queue entry is outside, so it's gonna be super hot, you know, it's gonna be really hot. I'm back. Oh, AFA talk. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, like I'm so sorry that I talked about it while you were away. But yeah, I basically just like summarize like the ticketing situation, and I basically, my conclusion is that it's dumb and they're just doing it for their own benefit. Also, they're eating into the cosplayer space, like once again on the 3rd floor. They're using the 3rd floor carpeted area for like queuing stuff. I think last year they were already using it for bag checks and shit, so you know, you can't cosplay unless you, like, there's less space to cosplay unless you buy a ticket to go inside, you buy their fucking expensive ticket that you have to queue outside for. Like, I think someone was like, if I'm cosplaying and I don't want to buy a ticket inside, then like how, I got no place to rest, you know. So yeah, just gonna spill outside. I can see it now exactly. Still get flashbacks of the Kumos reaching Promenade MRT on day 2. Oh my god, really?
What?
That's fucked up. Oh my god. Like, every time someone comes to see me at AFA, like, I'm very grateful. I'm really very grateful because I'm like, the queue fucking sucks. And you guys actually, like, you know, you guys still come to like see me despite all that. Like, thank you. You know, I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, that's insane. I didn't know it goes all the way to Promenade MRT. What the hell? Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like AFA has reached, like, you know, like this year I want this year to fail. You know, I want this year to fail because, like, it's the first year they hit 4 digits for the cost of the booths. And then now they're like changing the ticketing system like that. I want it to fail. But I know like they will never fail. It's like an anomaly. I don't know, man. But yeah, those are my thoughts on AFA. I am probably going on Saturday, like 4 p.m. Or at least I'll try to make it there because I do have a wedding to attend. I do have a wedding to attend, like on that morning, like the afternoon. So I might not be able to. I hope I'm able to make it there for the FF14 meet that's happening at like 4 p.m. But yeah, hopefully. Sarak's so smart. Oh, he's gonna beat your ass. That's why he's so smart. Stupid man. Stupid man. Let me check the... Okay. I didn't go for FA at all. Last year I went for the after party on the last day. Yeah. That's kind of... That just sucks though. Like... That... I think what I just don't like about AFA is that, like, for Dojima, even though, like, a lot of things need to be improved, right? You can kind of still feel like, oh, you know, it does what it wants to be. Like, it wants to be an art market, right? And it does that. It's just that, like, it's just not very well, like, organized in that sense. But for AFA, it's like, oh, what does it want to do? It wants to, like, celebrate, like the anime and like manga culture, right? The Japanese like anime culture, and yet like everything they're doing is so like it's so against it, you know. Like, oh, cosplayers, there's no space for them, you know. Cosplayers, there's no space for them. What was it, like artists, like they don't care about artists anymore, like booths and shit. It's all just like they just want the big names. They don't care about, like, oh, you know, whether it's local or anymore. Like it's just the big names, whoever like is famous and stuff. They rather get booths that are dead. It's no longer a celebration. It's just a way for them to make money. Like, they don't actually care about the culture that they claim to be celebrating. It's just a means for them. Oh my god, he's so irritating. I hate him. Endearing. But yeah. I feel like his shoulder is way too... Okay. I don't know who is he, but I thought he's cute. Thank you. He's so stupid. I hate him. He's my second character in FF14, so this is how he looks like in game. This is my second character. Yeah. Very irritating man. I hate him. Endearing. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's fucked up. Okay. I'm gonna look at Leda's one. I'm just not gonna like it as much. God. Hold on. I don't mind it, I guess, but I think it still looks okay. I can't tell if like if this is too much, you know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine, I guess. Stupid. They're so stupid. Interesting that Alfie is his mahjong partner. Everything reminds me of Alfie. Well, when I put the text in, I hope it makes sense. Is Reiru doing okay? She seems sad recently. I should probably go and ask her about stuff. Ask her if she's doing okay. Ooh. Yeah, I've kind of I don't know. Is anyone here even like planning to go into AF? Actually, I what am I saying? I'm having dinner with like someone I know who's going to be inside the halls. Like they're gonna help like somebody booth. Like they're gonna help like someone man their booth. So I'm probably gonna hear about it. Probably ask them how it is. I should be drawing this on a different layer. Sag. No, is she okay? Where? But yeah, I will try to be at the XIV meet on 4 PM on Friday. Like I was planning to cosplay like Leda there, but because I have a wedding like to attend, so I can't. Like it's just way too rush and shit, and yeah. I will. Like I do have things to pass to people, so it's more just like I have to be there. I just don't know how late I will be. It's a lunchtime wedding, so I definitely won't be that late, right? Like I here's hoping. Is it rude to leave a wedding early?
Yes.
No.
We need to call too.
Oh yeah, we do. I think it's so weird that like I got married before a lot of my older cousins, like now that I think about it. After AFA, there's still Matsuri and EOI. Lunchtime weddings are 3 hours on average. Okay, so if it starts at 12, I finish at 3, we have 1 hour. Yeah, you know, so like this is a bit of a personal stuff, but like I don't consider myself as someone with riz. You know, I'm not particularly. I left my friend's wedding early, but it's getting really late in my defense plus huge crowd. Okay. And the thing is, I know some people who leave early though. Like they're like, oh, you know, we have other errands, and then they leave. So I don't know, but yeah. As for normal camp, so if it's high class hotel, I could think it would be slightly longer. I don't think it's a high I don't think it's that high class. I don't know, man. Actually, like especially on my dad's side of the family, a lot of them actually like earn a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, like I don't consider myself as someone with a lot of riz. Like I don't think I'm ugly. I'm not ugly, right? I just look back at Michi. I was like, validation, please, husband. But yeah, like I don't think I'm ugly, but I don't think I'm very like attractive. I'm very average looking, the most average looking, you know, you could be. Don't say anything, okay? I'm not here for compliments or anything, or like don't say anything, just agree with me. I'm average looking, so like so yeah, I feel very embarrassed. So like I think it's weird to me that I got married earlier than a lot of my older cousins, when I feel like a lot of them are way more like normie, and they actually they actually really care a lot about their appearances, you know, like they go skincare, they go makeup, they actually buy really fashionable clothing, like they just enjoy doing that, you know, like so and they just have riz, and the thing is like a lot of them they've had like they've been attached way longer. It's like, you know, when I'm still in like high school, they were already attached and stuff, and like yeah, some of them were some of them like did get married like before I got married, definitely, because they were like they've been together with like their partners since like secondary school and shit, you know. So here I am, 24. I have a cousin who got married at 18. Okay, I think that's an anomaly, man. I think that's an anomaly. But yeah, so like I think like that. So like for a lot of them, like I've seen like, you know, they brought their partners to weddings and stuff, not weddings, like to family gatherings, like for so many years, what feels like a decade or stuff, and then like I realized like, wait, you guys are not married, you know. Or like I have cousin, like the cousin who's getting married like this month, he like he has a lot of riz, and he's actually like I think he's very good looking. I don't know, my dad's side of the family, they all have very good genes. I actually think that my sister looks way better than I do. My sister is very like attractive. I can say that she's my sister. She's very attractive. Yeah, you know, I'm saying that as a sister. And I think that a lot of my cousins, especially on my dad's side, they are also very attractive. So like every time I go in there, I'm like, I'm just a pumpkin here. I'm just a little potato sack. Like I'm whatever, man. But then like they don't get married. Like they are only, a lot of them are only just getting married. Like they either got married really near me, or like they're getting married after me, which I just find that it's so wild to think about. Like, oh my god, I like, despite everything, and like our age gap is like you know, when they're like at least half a decade older than I am, all of them. So, you know, so to me it's like, oh, like I can't believe they're only just getting married. And this is not to say like it's like I'm making fun of them or anything. I guess I'm just like surprised. But yeah. Half the cousins on my dad's side are TCG addicts. That's so funny. my cousins are very normie. They're incredibly normie. I don't really interact, especially with my dad's side. They're incredibly normie. I'm closer with my mom's side. But I did find out that there is one cousin on my dad's side. She always dresses really cutely, like very, very cute. Like she likes overalls kind of vibe, you know. She's very cute. And her husband is also really funny. And I think I realized that I found out like 2 years ago or last year, I think it was last year, that like she actually really likes anime. Like we started talking, and I never really talked to my dad's side like cousins before, because we're just not that close, and all of them are very high achieving, you know, like a lot of them are doctors, lawyers and shit, and I'm artiste. artiste, you know. So like at least, and my sister is like a graphic designer now, right? So like we just feel very out of place a lot. It's like all these high achieving people with like you know, like conventionally respectable jobs, and then me and my sister are like, yeah, we draw for a living. And the thing is, it's like what makes it worse is that I do have an uncle who is an actual like artist, like in the very traditional sense. Like he paints still life, and I think recently, well, it's not really that recent anymore, but like he paints still life, and he paints like, and recently, like in recent years, he's moved on to like more like abstract forms of art. And his paintings are actually like really good. They actually sell for like he can make a very profitable living off of them, and he teaches in his spare time. It's like what a lot of artists wish they could, you know. So could be like, especially in Singapore, like I think he's actually considered quite famous. I think he's actually considered quite famous in Singapore, but yeah, I don't know if I should give out his name, because then like is that doxing? I think that's doxing. Yeah, it's doxing, so I shouldn't give out his name. But he's quite a prominent figure in Singapore, I think, like especially if you care about like the art scene. But yeah. Is this too thin? Might be too thin. Hold on. But yeah, so and I think like because he's like a traditional artist, you know, like even when it comes to art, like even if I say like, oh yeah, I draw for a living, I'm not drawing like detailed still life, like realistic still life, you know. I'm drawing fucking like anime girls, and like I'm working in a Japanese game company. That's all I can say, by the way. I can't tell you the name of the game company. I'm working in a Japanese game company, then like I just draw like stuff that's so freaking modern, and like that I don't think a lot of my relatives get, and to them it's just like, oh, 你画 cartoon ah, like you draw the cartoons and stuff, like oh you draw Pikachu, oh you're like it's not art that they respect, you know. So I always feel very like out of place, like oh I'm in this overachieving like family, all my cousins are overachieving. The cousin on my dad's side that is the same age as me, she's the only like I have two cousins on my dad's side that are the same age as me. One of them is a lawyer, she earns a lot, and the other one is like a dentist, she also earns a lot, and I'm just here like I earn enough. I earn enough, like whatever, man, I earn enough. So like I don't know. I don't know, man, but I'm the first one out of them to get married. That counts for something in terms of like relatives, right? So like I don't know. It's, oh god. See, sometimes I leave convention early. I'm actually trying to avoid a cousin on my mom's side. I have a cousin who works at Bushi Road. That's so funny. Oh my god. You have your whole like anime family in there. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah. Even the cousins on my mom's side, like they're a bit more like open-minded, but I feel like they're the kinds that like they like stuff because it's trendy. Like one of them recently went to Japan, and she went to visit like a Nintendo World, and she's never played a fucking Nintendo game, okay? She visited it because obviously it's like oh yeah, like, yeah, people say that you should visit it. And then she bought like she knows what Mario is, she just has not played a single Mario game. You get what I mean? It's like that kind. So like I would still consider them normie. And even like my most un-normie cousin who used to play Pokemon with me, like he stopped playing Pokemon because he grew out of it. Like good for him though, whatever, man. And like he still plays Pokemon Go, but you know, Pokemon Go is like the most normie shit ever, you know. It's like the Pokemon game that normie people play. I have another cousin who has like 2 kids, and like she started playing Pokemon Go. She's really addicted to it. Not say addicted to it, but she's quite hardcore with it. And like she bought a Switch to play like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and then like that's it. I was like, you don't want to try the mainline games? And she's like, no, I don't know how to play them, they're not like Pokemon Go. And I'm like, yeah. Man, extra pressure when it's cousins that get compared to. Thankfully no one really compares me to my cousins. I think like they don't care. Like I know I'm probably overthinking because I don't think any of them go like, oh, like yeah, you're working, like they don't look down on me. So like that's a good thing, you know. Like it's I'm grateful that they don't look down on me, but I also don't think that they really understand me. So it's that every time they ask about my stuff, I can tell that they don't really understand, but they are respectful of it at least. So like I appreciate that, you know. Like, oh, like you work in a Japanese game company, so do you do NFT? What do you think about AIR? Okay, they haven't actually asked me any of that. I hope not. But I do have one aunt who has attended AI art courses before, and she's generated some stuff, and I'm just like, you know, like they are open-minded in a way, but they yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like they don't really compare me to anything. I think they think I'm interesting enough as a person, and what am I even saying? But yeah, I just like, to me, like, because I am so like not normie, and I don't think I'm not high achieving, you know, like traditionally I'm not high achieving. I think I earn enough, and I'm very lucky to be where I am, like given the current state of the art industry, you know. I'm very lucky to be where I am, and I'm doing all right. The fact that I can afford my house, you know, without much, I wouldn't say without much trouble. I do think that it's still a bit spicy, but like, you know, the fact that I can even afford it with the job that I have, it's very, very, you know, it's very good. I'm doing way better than a lot of people, and I'm not discounting that. I just like it's just like, oh, you know, in the face of all these other people who are traditionally achieving way more than I do, it's a bit wild to think that like I got married first, you know. Why is Michi attracted to me? I have no idea, but I love him. Yay. Huh? You're funny. I don't know, but thank you. This looks weird. I make him look so Shota. Like, I mean, he is a Shota. Oh my god, there's something flying in my eye. Okay, it's not a Shota, but I made him look like very Shota. Ah. Well, I think he looks cute, you know. NFC, yeah, oh my god. My uncle is doing other things with AI, but I'm sure it's definitely not art. It's quite impressive. Wait, what was the oops for? Wait, my cousin is the reason how I got into anime J culture, and the first two aren't what many would get into back then. Tales of Series and Fatal Frame. Actually, how I knew about Fatal Frame was because like a cousin was playing it. Like one of my cousins on my mom's side, like he played it at my grandma's house. Like he would purposely wait until like, oh, you know, like are any of my cousins like coming, like going to like grandma, like visiting grandma. I will go and I'll play this then, so that there are people around me while I play. Like that was how I knew about Fatal Frame. So I guess in a sense like similar, you know. Yeah. Mr. HJZ, Mr. Big Yashtola Simp, he grew up on Fatal Frame. I don't know if grow up is the right word, but he's a massive fan of Fatal Frame, even though like I don't think he mentions it, you know, because he's always mentioning Yashtola. But like yeah. But yeah, he's a massive Fatal Framer. So yeah. Cousin also play at my grandma's house? Hold on, are we related? No. I've seen your face and you've seen my face, we're not related. Oh no, the cousin that played at my grandma's house is a guy. and he's still single. He is still single. Maybe they should hook up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh god, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. But yeah. Like yeah, he like the person that played you know, at my grandma's house, the cousin that played at my grandma's house, he's a male. He still identifies as a male, and as far as I know, he is single. Yeah. But yeah. I think it's kind of wild. Like, I don't think marriage is like, as in now that I'm married, like, I think marriage is really not as celebrate, like, it's not as big of a deal as what like most families like make it out to be. Like, I think a lot of them are like, oh, you know, get married because it's like it's a sign that you have succeeded. But I really think that what makes my marriage good is because like we really get along, and it like the joy is, it comes from like, you know, being together with the person you enjoy being together with, you know, every day, rather than like, oh, I got married and look that means I'm successful. I don't know, like I it's such an old-fashioned way of thinking that, you know. And I'm just kind of glad that my dad and my mom, they're not the kind to pressure my sister into getting a boyfriend or anything, because I think it's so funny. My sister actually has way more boyfriends than I do. I've had 2. Like, Michi is my second one. I'm not saying it like it's a brag or anything, you know. It's just I've just had 2. Yeah, and it's just how it be. But I don't know, it's quite a Singaporean to bring their PS2 to family gatherings to play Fatal Frame. Well, that's your family, okay? We had one Xbox in my grandma's house, and like people, like, they would just bring Halo and then they would bully me because I'm a girl. But yeah, this is why like I have such a bad impression of Halo, because it was used to bully me like back then. Halo gives me trauma. Where? Yeah. A lot of my male cousins who used to play games, they've kind of all stopped playing games now. Or even if they play games, it's like it's shit games. I don't know, like it's shit games. I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Halo. Like, I think I've said this on stream before, like, but like basically, one of the ways they'll bully me is that I think, is it Halo 2? It might be Halo 2. Like, it's the one that has like, you can have multiplayer with people, but like you have to hunt each other down, kind of thing. Was that all the games had that? Okay, well, I have a feeling it's Halo 2. Like it most likely was Halo 2, but my gaming cousins and bros say they only play games via watching streamers. It's not. I don't think my cousins even watch like streamers. Like, I think they are more normie now, and even if they play games, it's like shit games. Yeah. So like, so anyway, what they would do in Halo was that they wouldn't let me choose, because you can customize your Master Chief, right? Like, you can customize like the armor of your Master Chief, like you can choose colors and stuff, and like they would not let me choose my color. Like, they would choose the color for me, and they would choose like hot pink for me. They'll choose hot pink for me, because and so like hot pink is like super like gaudy and shit, so like they could see me from far away and they know it's me, and they'll be like, oh yeah, kill her first, you know. And even though it's PvP and they should be like killing each other, they will always kill me first. So like that was how that was how I, and you know, because they're choosing like stuff for me, right? So like I think that includes like you can choose your starting weapon. They will always choose like the really shit one. Like, I think it's like the bazookas or something that that had very slow like firing rate. I'm not sure whether you can actually choose that, but I just know that like they would give me like weapons that are kind of shit. And I obviously didn't know how to play the game, so like yeah, they would bully me like that. Wah. Oh, good night, Kay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight at all. So, unfortunate. It won't be tonight. But yeah, that was how I was bullied with Halo. But I mean, I think I don't really care nowadays. Also, like sometimes like I would draw, right? I would draw and then I would accidentally leave my pieces, like the paper that I drew on at my grandma's house. And then cause my cousins visit on different days, like I think there's a few times like each month that we would like visit on the same day. Well, most of the time a lot of them like they visit on different days and stuff. So if I accidentally leave my drawings there, they would just like draw over it. So that was kind of sad because there was some that like I really was quite proud of, but then like yeah, they got vandalized and stuff. But I mean, that, you know, kids, that's just how it be. So I don't really hold any ill will towards them for it. At the time, my cousin tried to pressure me. A few other cousins play FF14 and tried reasoning with him. I find the game interesting, but I don't have the time. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, it's a huge time sink, so I kind of understand it. Yeah, I actually don't like recommend FF14 to people anymore because I know like how much of a time sink it is. I just like tell them that if you do try it out, like message me because I will probably be online. Like, I'm still paying my sub even though I'm not playing. You know, I'm still paying my sub, so yeah. Look at Elfino, isn't he cutie? Cutie patootie. God, it's already 12. No. Which I still have like this much to go. It's 11:57. House tax. Wait, what do you mean by house tax? What do you mean by house tax? You have FF House? Oh, yeah, I do have FF House, I do. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't plan, like, I don't care about my subscription, like being there. Because I still like the game. I just don't feel like playing it now. And I don't mind giving money, I guess. Good evening, Penyo. Hello, Clement. Okay, I mixed up the Clements. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hello, Clement. Do you say good evening? It's almost midnight. You need to go in every 3 months or something. Yeah, I went in like during Halloween. Michi's house almost got demolished. It's the Malayan. Yeah, it's the Malayan. Hello, how is Malayan doing? Are you going for Matsuri? Like, Mr. Clement? Actually, like, I know my usual booth mate is going to Matsuri, so I don't know if I want to drop by. I kind of want to see how it looks though, but we'll see about that. Yes, I'm. Oh, you're visiting. You're not boofing? No, I got EY that's happening the week after. Ah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I'm looking forward to your video about EY. Actually, I need to see like whether you've uploaded anything new lately. Sometimes like YouTube doesn't like show me stuff, just like Twitter. Oh, hold on, I'm concentrating, so sorry. Time to update artist list. It's so packed. I'm at an event that next week is AFA. I'm at an event next week is AFA, SGCC months. Oh right, I forgot SGCC is happening after AFA, even though I talked about it with Michi the other day. EY is on the same weekend as Comic Fiesta. Oh god. This is the first time EY and CF clash. Damn. That is actually kinda unfortunate, actually, yeah. I hope it will still go well though. Because I know a lot, like it's a kind of a yearly thing for people to go and like visit CF, like from Singapore. I need to piss, but I want to finish drawing this. There's also ChibiCon at Indo on the same weekend. Oh damn. How do you guys find all this info about like, okay, but then again it's on me, like I don't look at this like enough. You guys are like way more updated about cons than I am. Oh my god, I drew like this so much and I forgot he has this chain thing. Hell. Oh god, I gotta do it on the other side too. Oh no. Bullshitting at its finest. Huh? Tea? After the artist list one by one, quite a few people booth at cons. I can go from AFA, CSF to Dokumi all of a sudden. Like for example, I know someone who booth at AFA, CSF, and then a convention in the US on the same weekend. Is it Shums? Sage, well, he puts them on with the power of fantasy. The final fantasy. Okay, somehow I did it. Rashtalin, oh, Fauna, yeah, Fauna's actually my colleague. HJZ actually has made it to Comic Cat before as well, like before COVID, and I think he might be trying again next year for next year's Comic Cat. How difficult is it to get into Comic Cat? I'm not sure because both of them tried like the first time and they got it. I think Manda has also been to Comic Cat before. So like the success rate from what I know is 100%. I've never applied for it before. Yeah, I've never applied for it before, but I think it's more like if you know, I'm not sure. I really can't say. Yeah, but at least all the people I know, they've managed to get in. So. Yeah. Sorry, I have no idea what to talk about now. I'm just trying to like focus on finishing this. Oh my god, Leather's head is so big in comparison. Means I now not being able to get any R99X quite free because they went out of stock by day 4. I saw your Facebook, like I saw it on Facebook, and I felt like so sad. Oh my god, I think if I knew, I would have like bought for you. No. I would have bought it for you, oh dear. Yeah, we only bought like one set. As in we bought two because like one of our colleagues couldn't make it cause like her daughter was like sick. But yeah, oh no, I should have just like bought it for you. But I mean I didn't go on like I didn't know you were going. It's okay, I underestimated its popularity. Yeah. I was actually, I felt like so the last one I went to was the Arknight's Cafe, right? And I felt like there was way more people for the reverse 1999 one. I do think that it was because like I chose a location that purposely had little people, because I was so scared that it would like you know, I was so scared that it would run out. Okay. I think I'll do the screen tone like another day. Udon warg. Well, day one the queue is insane, but probably not as insane as Liho's HSR. Oh, I went on day one as well. I went to the Suntec one. Follow the gacha revenue. R99's popularity popped off just recently. I really think it's just because it's like we just had the anniversary as well. Amazing how bubble tea outfits are doing collabs with lots of anime games nowadays. Maybe it's easier. Who knows, right? Maybe it's because it's easier. But yeah, I wonder why. The official cosplayers at the Suntec branch was so cute. I had like a little gay panic actually. I had gay panic and I was like turning like red and shit. They were so cute. They're so pretty. Solid lineup, yeah. I think the guy in front of me who was queuing in front of me, like they were actually there for like, they might have been there for both the reverse 1999 collab as well as the cosplayer, because I saw that they had like the cosplayer merch on their bag, and they when they got like, you know, to the places where the cosplayers were standing, like they were like, he started talking with her quite a bit. So like, yeah, I mean, I don't know any of the cosplayers there, like none of them are ones I recognize, but yeah. Told them from Indonesia. Yeah. So the one that I think the person was there for was Jetsuki, the one who cosplayed Matilda. She is so cute and she's so good at posing. Oh my god, she's so good. She's so good. Okay. Whoa. What happened here? His finger got eaten up, that's fine. His finger got eaten up. Oh no. His neck looks really thin now. Yeah. Gee, he looks really thin. He looks too thin for my liking. I might fatten him up a bit. Oh god. don't think I can feather him by much without like redrawing the whole thing, so I think I'll leave it as this. The earrings. Oh, I thought I got it. No. Okay, yeah, I think. Thank you. I think I'll stop here for tonight because it's already so late. Wait, I might have. Hold on. Actually, I should use. Ooh, I should use this instead. Yeah, I should use this instead. Okay, wait. And then I have to make him thicker again. That's fine. Oh my lord. Okay, then I'll put the text in. Thank you. His name is so short compared to letters. Okay, yeah. Oh no. Oh, I hate it when it does this. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have today. I think I have to sleep now. It's already so late. I guess I didn't manage to like finish at all. Like, I didn't really make that much progress. Like I still want to shade stuff here, so I might stay up to do a bit of shading, but yeah. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I think so Friday I'll be streaming the FF14 7.1 patch 7.1. I'll try my best to finish MSQ as well as Alliance Raid. Yeah, so well, you see, my progress was that I would complete these two as well, at least line up for these two, but evidently like we're nowhere close. So oh well. That's my fault. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. See you guys on Friday. Yeah, feel free to join on Friday. I will try for 9 p.m. if not 9:30. I think 9:30 is safer. But yeah, thank you guys. If it's nighttime, please have a good rest. If it's daytime, then I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys for coming over to watch. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.